What up, YouTube? I'm Joshua Duffarina. I want to tell you, people, I'm going back to January 2011. Okay? You know why? Because there are lots of things I did not get to do or made stuff come true in the past. Okay? And I will tell you what seasons of SpongeBob come out in 2011 of March. And let's see. So I can see season 7 episodes in 2011, and that season 8 gets renewed in March 2011, and in the season 2012 of December 6th with the Christmas episode. I wish I could go back to 2011, okay, of January. I wish time travel was possible, okay. So Nickelodeon's gonna wait till 2100 of September to end SpongeBob show when I go back to January 2011, so that I can wait till I turn 100 or 110 years old in 2098 or 2108 to look up End of the World stuff for the first time. I would wait till 2098 or in 2108 to do so whenever I go back in time to January 2011, so I go back to my 12-year-old body, so I can turn 13 on Saturday, June 4th. So that Nickelodeon will continue to make newer SpongeBob episodes when I go back to January 2011 after it was renewed for season 4 in 2005. Well, newer seasons and newer episodes of SpongeBob will continue until the year 2100 of the month September, okay? So that I can be a 6th grade student in 2011 of August, so that I can be an 8th grader in August 2013, so that I can be a 9th grader in 2014 of August, and be class of 2018 at high school, and be class of Jim C. Bailey Middle School of 2014, and be class of 2011 at Boy Angels Elementary School and whatnot. I wish to go back in time and change history and start all over again, and go back to April 2013 to search for a new pawpaw and whatnot. I live in Pensacola, Florida, but I'm not going to tell you where in Pensacola I live, because I do not want to give out my personal information at all. I wish time travel will have to be possible in the future, so that I can go back to 2011 of January, so that I can go back to being 5th grade student in 2011 of January, and be a 6th grade student in 2011 of August at Jim C. Bailey Middle School and whatnot, and so that I can go to 603 Mom's Room in the afternoon at Boy Angels Elementary School at 1:45, so that I can be a car rider in 2011 of January from August 2008 to 2014 of May. And I could go back to 2014 of August and stay in room 305 with Mr. Knowles, Mr. Caroline, Mr. Harris for the rest of the day, and eat lunch in the lunchroom, and have Miss Cook as a math teacher for 4th period in 305, so that I can go back to doing PE in 6th through 9th grade. So that I could wait till October 2011 and do field trip days again, so that I can go back to Friday, March 25th, 2011, and take a day off, waiting for Mom at Golfwinds Fiddle Credit Union when I'm with me, Mom and Papa there, so that I can go wear my Elmo shirt there on North Boonja Parkway, 32526 Golfwinds, so that I can see Mr. Matt again. And because I miss Mr. Matt and Mr. Lonnie, those two teachers I had at Charity Chapel back in 2009 of January. Really, I'm good with that. And so that I can go back to 2016 of January and prevent Walmart from closing 269 154 stores, so that I can make Walmart do what I say all the time, so that places will not close out of business ever, because places can close down for holidays, but not permanently, okay? So that I could go back to 2014 of August and stay in the room 305 for the rest of the day and eat lunch in the lunchroom again at Escambia High. So that I could go back to August 2014 through May 2018, waiting for the school bus to come get me from Blue Angels Elementary School and bring me to Escambia High, so that I can go back to Blue Angels Elementary School in the afternoon and see my mom outside, waiting for me to get off the bus there, so that I can go back to 2011 of August through May 2014 to be a car rider with Mimo and Papa, and get Mom to come get me in the afternoons again, so that I could live a fantasy life. So really, I'm good with that. And so that I can go back to 2018 of August through May 2020 and stay at Longleaf for 2-year program trade school again, so that I can go back on being Miss Ann's bus and Miss Michelle's bus, so that I can see Robert Stewart and William Mallion and Albert Roberts again, so that I could see Alan Fink at Marcus Point and Tate High School and Cordova Mall, so that I can get my life back together again, so that I could wait till Saturday, June 4th, turning 13 in 2011 on Saturday, June 4th, so that I can go back to my Saturday, June 4th birthday, 2011, turning 13, so that I can be the first 13-year-old kid ever to make a YouTube account and channel, so that I can use Flickr and Twitter to post road signs and all that, so that I could go back to April 2013, searching for a new papa to fill in for Jimsy Bailey once again, so that I could go back to March 2011, Friday the 25th of March 2011, and eating at Golden Corral with my mother and papa, so that I could go to June and July 2011, eating at Golden Corral with Jimsy Bailey alone again, so that Jimsy Bailey does the driving, I'm up front, so that I could go, so that I could be the first 13-year-old kid on Saturday, June 4th, 2011, turning 13, be the first kid ever to use a phone to make videos on there. So really, I want to go back to 2011 of January. I am happy that I went to my mother's room 603 in the afternoon in August 2008 through 2011 of May. I am happy that I was a car rider in August 2008 through May 2014 instead of a bus rider, okay? Because really, I liked being a car rider in 2008 of August through May 2014 instead of being a bus rider and whatnot. But let me tell you guys something. And when I do go back to 2013 of August, being an 8th grade student, I would meet 6th grade students, meeting Molly Werford, Patricia Adams. So really, Braden Watkins was at Blue Angels with me as well, and I saw him there in 2013 of August. He was a 6th grader while I was an 8th grader. So Casey Hurlston was a 6th grade student like I was, and so did other students, okay? So that I could wait till August 2016 to meet Emily Kaysen again. So that she can move to Pensacola from Knoxville in April 2016, so that I can go back to 2016 of August being an 11th grade student and see Emily Kaysen, who's a 9th grade student once again, so that I could get my life to change history, okay? So that I can go back to January 2014, so that Nickelodeon can renew Drake and Josh for a reboot, making Drake and Josh the adult years for the first time in 2014 of January, when I go back in time to 2014 of January, so that they could put newer speed bumps reflective sign off of 57th Avenue on DeLuna Drive in 2012 on January 9th, and put a new one off of Jackson Street on December 15th, 2014, so that the speed bumps on the back on the back of speed bumps, 20 miles per hour sign by 57th Avenue on DeLuna would say 1912, and one off of Jackson Street on DeLuna Drive would say 121514. So that I could go to Helen Carroll. No. So that I can go to Merlin Road some weekends and get pictures of 2 speed bumps signs and post them to Twitter and Flickr so that I can live a lifestyle. Look, but really I like being in the future though. But let me tell you something. Time travel needs to be invented in the future or something, okay? I do want to go back to my 12-year-old body in January 2011 being a 5th grade student. So, when I do go back in time, my birth year will still confirm that I was born on June 4th, 1998. Okay? So that when I go back in time, I would confirm that I was a pre-K student in 2003 of August through 2005 of May, and that I started kindergarten in August 2005 and started 5th grade in 2010 of August. Okay? So that I can go back to May 2014, graduating Jim C. Bailey Middle School 8th grade. So that I can go back to May 2018, having honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich from Whataburger for the second time, the first time June 2009. So that May 2018 will confirm that it will be the second time to have honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich in May 2018. The first time I had it was June 2009. That was for dinner in June 2009 and for lunchtime in 2018 of May. Okay, so that I will continue to make videos on YouTube in June 2011. So that I can make a video in 2011 of June, my first video saying welcome to my channel, and then I could go make a second video on YouTube saying that the Drake and Josh will get a reboot in 2014 of January. So that I could go ahead and make a video stating that Nickelodeon will make newer SpongeBob episodes until September in the year 2100. So that I could go live to 120 and go to heaven in 2118, turning 120 at the time, so that I can go ahead and be an actor and a street time man in the year 2021 when I go back to 2011 of January, and all that stuff. Okay. So that I could get Nickelodeon to end iCarly in the year 2011 and Sam McKett come in 2012 through 2013, so that I could get Nickelodeon and wait till 2014 of January to get Drake and Josh to be a reboot. Drake and Josh See a College Years are where those characters now. So really, I really want to go back in time and start over, okay? Hate, anger, regret, those aren't just members I just signed back in 2011 of January. Nickelodeon will be doing newer SpongeBob episodes when I go back to 2011 of January, but I want hundreds or thousands of seasons to be a finale. But I want season finale to be in 2100 of September, okay? So that Nickelodeon will continue to make more episodes of SpongeBob for the rest of my life, starting in January 2011. So that I could contact Nickelodeon into making another SpongeBob episode, Day Without Tears, featuring Sandy Cheeks in that newer SpongeBob remake episode again, so that I can live a perfect life. So really, I'm good either way, which I'm good with that now. We know time travel is not possible in reality, but it's going to have to be someday, because really, there are a few things that I need to change when I go back in time. Jim C. Bailey would pass away in March 2013, which I'm not saying that's what I want. It'll just happen. So that I can go back to April 2013, searching for a new pawpaw to fill in for Jim C. Bailey, and go somewhere with my new pawpaws again, and eat at Golden Corral, and see road signs, and go to Fast Eddie's once again, so that I could live a perfect life. So that I can get the people to confirm that Hardee's opened in 2011 of January on Lillian Highway, so that they would build Dollar General in 2012 in Lillian Highway where Greer's is, so that I could get the people to wait till 2012 of January for Sports Complex to be open on Bower Road once again, so that I could change history and whatnot. Bye.